me tell you a little bit about my car, okay? You ready for this? All right, this thing is a 2013 Mercedes-Benz SL63 AMG. It's got about 37,000 miles on it now. I picked it up around 33, something like that, and I've had it for almost a year, and I've been enjoying every minute of it. I love this car. This is a very me car. But yes, let's take it for a ride, and I will tell you all about FuelEmpire, what it was, who I am, and what's going to happen with this channel, and what's going on with my garage. Right now, the garage is empty. Don't mind, I recycled cans there. I need to take those in, but yeah. Let's get to it. Listen to that beautiful sound. Let's go top down, shall we? It's an okay day. This might make my head shinier, but it is what it is. Cool. Let's go. Good stuff. All right, so who am I? What is FuelEmpire? What is this channel? What am I doing? So first off, who am I is a rather long story, but I am a car guy and web developer who has been messing with cars since probably 1997 or so. Not to date myself, but that's when I started street racing back in the day. And yeah, don't street race, kids. It's not good. I saw too many people die doing that, so you won't catch me doing that. So I started a car company called FuelEmpire back in 2000. I want to say 2004. Might have been as late as 2006. Hard to say. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But FuelEmpire was originally kind of a tool for people to use alongside all the discussion boards and the discussion forums where people communicated car problems and car mods and made lists of wheels and things like that. So I decided to make like a companion website that goes with that. So I did, and I launched that under FuelEmpire.com. It went okay, did pretty good. I've always loved the branding though. We had forum signature generators and a place where you can upload your cars to your garage. It was just a pretty cool little website. I closed that down in 2008. 2008 is when I formed a car company with my friend Brian Canzone. We formed carninja.com, which is still active today, and Carninja on Instagram and everything else. Brian and I formed Carninja with the idea of creating kind of a competitor to Auto Trader. Part of our marketing plan was to get into the aftermarket world and start promoting, doing photos, growing our social media. It was still kind of in Instagram's early days, so we pushed really hard on that. Had some great people join us. Later became co-founders. Shout out to Tyler and Neil and James. And we had some amazing interns and people that were helping us out. So we had Shane, we had Travis, who's now the manager at McLaren Newport Beach. We had Shaw, who now runs SSR Auto Body and SSR Performance. We had Steven, who's now an aerospace engineer. We had Julian, who's now a dentist. We just had a bunch of great people. Nick, who's now a real estate agent. And yeah, we just had an amazing team. We built our following up to about, I want to say, 75,000 people or so. We had funding. We got funding about, I don't want to say numbers, but it's, 7 figures. We had funding. We did a lot of cool cars car shit, and we kind of fumbled the ball there. We failed to produce the products that we had hoped that we would produce, and our investor took his money back. And his quote when he took the money back was, "You guys do a lot of cool shit that doesn't make any money." And that's something we've wanted to get printed on shirts and such, but we kind of split and kind of went our own ways back then, and some of us stayed in the car space, some of us moved on to other things, and I think all of us are still car fans. Myself, I am a lifer when it comes to cars. I love cars, period. Like, I'm really big into the customization, OEM and OEM plus type of configuration. So SEMA is my jam. Love SEMA. I'm not a wrencher anymore. I used to wrench on my cars a lot. I used to do everything myself, but I also used to drive a stick shift, and you get older, you don't want to drive stick everywhere you go. There's just, a lot of things have changed, but one thing is not, and that's my passion for cars. First off, can you tell I'm on a really windy road? This is Central Florida, and you don't think of Florida when you think of 16 turns and 2 miles that are pretty intense. You think mountain road, but yeah. We did Car Ninja out in Southern California, so it was a good time. And ever since then, I've always wanted to get back into the car space. I've toyed with the idea of building an Auto Trader competitor type of thing myself. I've toyed with the idea of making, a car wiki where everyone can upload everything about every car out there, including every spec, every color, everything, including photo galleries and things like that. And just making that a free resource for people to use, 0 to 60 times, things like that. I haven't really acted on it, so I might not. When I closed up FuelEmpire, I gave the domain to a friend of mine who was helping me with promotions. Shout out to Matt. He's got FuelEmpire.com, and I have FuelEmpire.app and .io now. I'm sure we could work out a business arrangement where I could use the .com if I wanted to, but as of right now, I've got the .app free and clear, and business is business, friendship is friendship, and I consider all the people I've worked with to be friends and business partners as well. So I respect their business acumen, and I hope they respect mine, and maybe one day I'll put FuelEmpire.com back on the radar. Maybe I'll do something with it. I don't know. But all I know is a lot of people have tried to start car apps and failed, right? There's never been, aside from cardomain.com, there's never been a place where everyone kind of congregated in the automotive community on one space. So I think the challenge of doing that is a bit extreme. I don't think that's where I want to take this thing and try to get everyone on it, because I've seen it fail too many times, and I don't know. It just may not be the right thing. There's seems to be two kinds of car audiences, and like one audience is like the people who want to, modify their cars. Ooh, super sick Integra Type R with the JDM front end just went by the other direction. Sorry. I love all kinds of cars, by the way. Yeah, you name it. Euros, JDMs, off-road vehicles, everything, like exotics. My coolest car I've ever had is a Nissan GTR R35. Coolest. I think this might be the coolest, but that's just personal preference. I've always had old man style, so I know that. I had a 2009 CLS 550, and it was wrapped blue and had nice wheels on it. It was bagged and everything. That got a lot of attention. It was back in the early Car Ninja days, but anyways, I'm kind of rambling, cutting back and forth, but you get the idea. I don't know. For now, I just want to make YouTube content for FuelEmpire and enjoy interacting with people on social media and sharing my passion for cars. That's the gist of it. We'll see what happens in the future with that. Car Ninja has come and gone a couple times. Some ideas popped up and fizzled out and things like that, but yeah, who knows? I'm still part of Car Ninja, so that hasn't changed, and I love my Car Ninja family. But I also need to run my own thing every now and then, and FuelEmpire is that. So this is it for car stuff. more about me. I've been a web developer professionally since 1998. I build websites for the biggest companies in the world. In the automotive space, I've worked for places like Motor Trend. I've worked for Hyundai and Kia. I built the telematics system for the Kia Soul EV. You can hate me later, but whatever. I built the the interface for that, where you're finding charging stations and things like that in the car and the dashboard. So that's kind of cool. I've worked for companies like Oakley, as you see the Oakleys here. I worked for them out at their headquarters in California. Same with Hyundai. I worked with Hyundai's at their headquarters. I've worked for Disney World, worked for Pyrex, Corningware, Walmart, the Air Force, Department of Justice, you name it. Like I've been all over the place in my professional career as a web developer. So that gives me the ability to create some fucking awesome shit. So that's what I do. It's kind of what I want to do potentially in the car space, and we'll see. But right now, I think the atmosphere needs to be right, and there's a couple of people starting up car things that focus on rallies, they focus on drives and stuff like that, and that's cool. Like, I like to experience my car. A lot of people do. But it's hard to get everyone in one place because not everyone's the same type of car guy. Some people like to wrench on their cars, some don't. Some people like exotics, some don't. Some people like to do the rallies and have the experience of car stuff. Others want the experience of ownership. A lot of people just want to follow the OEM market and see what's up with that. That's why car review channels are so popular as well. So there's a lot to it. It's a complex space, and there is no one killer app that's going to solve everything. So while I brainstorm and toot around with ideas, I'm just going to work on my YouTube and just enjoy being a car guy. I can't go to car meets anymore. Like, cars and coffee, yes, but I can't go to the car meets that are, full of 20-year-olds who are vaping in front of their Subarus. It just doesn't, that's not my scene anymore. It used to be back in the day, but it's not now. So my scene now, I don't even know. I just know I've got myself a nice car and I want to enjoy it. I might swap this out for something in the tuner arena coming up. Might swap it out for a Jeep. Might swap it out for a Bronco. I don't know. I've been looking at Mini Coopers. I like Mini Coopers a lot. Something about them, like, the older I get, the more I enjoy the driving feel. Something this car provides that, some other cars don't really. The R35 GTR doesn't kind of provide that feeling that much. Really, the fly-by-wire cars. I like things that are low and connected to the ground and just kind of, yeah. And that car is really, let's face it should be a sedan. It's a big car. And I've had sedans in the past. I just had a Lexus LS460L that I got rid of last year. I've been really into smart cars in the past, which, laugh if you want, that car's got a lot of road feel. That thing is a freaking go-kart. I love the idea of Miatas, but I'm a fat dude. I don't fit in Miatas. I've tried the Fiata. Don't really fit in that either. But that's my kind of car. That's my kind of joy. So I've also had quite a bit of convertibles. I've had a Nissan 350Z convertible. I had this. I had a SLK 350 before this. Just been all over the radar, automotively speaking. I have had a Jeep before as well. So I started out with a pickup truck, then moved to sport compact. I've been everywhere in this space, and yeah, I love it. I love the people. I love the cars. I love the camaraderie. I love the technical component. There's a product component to it. Like, fans of watches understand. I am not a fan of watches. I don't really wear any jewelry except for my wedding ring, but I understand the love of watches as a product. So the reason why is because I love cars in that same way. I love the details about cars. I love that, the high-end Mercedes have this kind of smooth, waxy leather, and BMW has more of a matte leather. And if you don't have the upgraded leather option to BMW, you get what feels like a football leather. Things like that. Like that's what makes my clock tick in the car space. So that's that's basically me and my love of cars in a nutshell. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. This is my kind of intro episode. I know the C8 episode is already up, but as I do car things, I will film them and put them online. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to check out any of my car stuff, feel free. My social links are around somewhere up top on the YouTube channel, and you can go follow on TikTok and Instagram. I'm more active on TikTok. TikTok's engagement is way better, and there's way more car guys on TikTok than I thought there was. So I didn't pay enough respect to TikTok early on. I didn't put any respect on it, but I do now. So go easy on me, and yeah, go follow me on those accounts. I could use the love. But that's it. Thanks for tuning in and listening to me ramble. Just driving around in my car on my way to get some food for lunch.